baby. We got my voice back.
For today's episode, we're talking about sucking out the fat.
We're talking about putting that fat back in your butt.
And we're talking about sculpting your abs.
Yes, and also being in an airlock chamber.
And porn.
And have you ever had a Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy?
Beau Butler is on the program with us today. We're talking about being a bear.
We're talking about winning awards.
And we're talking about serving face.
And body. And also, what kind of body do you like in your bed? And what is a loveless marriage? Enjoy this week's episode with Beau Butler. And I eat a Krispy Kreme. I can't
Why are
eat
you
it.
pretending to eat it? You ate the whole thing.
Is that the whole thing? If there's a piece left, you play the song. I'll kill you.
Oh.
Mom! Hey, it's Big Dipper.
And Meatball.
And we want you all to check out Courtney Ack's new show, R&R with Courtney Ack, where she tackles the world's biggest issues with some amazing guests.
It's a new mom show, and it's all sponsored by Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/sloppy50off and use code sloppy50off to get 50% off, plus free shipping on your first box.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213
Hey.
536
Okay.
9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you stop you stupid fuck you not so fuck you don't fuck so sorry say me on that's Big Dipper. Why did it keep freezing like that?
June.
Is busted out all over.
I was going to say June Carter Cash.
Sure. Miss Carter invented country music.
Lady Gaga. Bruno Mars song.
Lady Bunny.
Like Tennessee Lady Bunny? Excuse me. Sure, I'm out of my shot. Tennessee Lady Bunny?
Yeah.
What do you call that hairstyle?
I don't know. It's
An
sometimes.
updo with a fall? A beehive with a lay?
Yeah, Fina sometimes just sends me like 10 pictures of wigs that she's done, and I heart the ones that I want, and then I go pick them up or she drops them off.
Lit.
Yeah, I love it. But it's you know what it is? It's time
banging.
to start. I love a bang. It's time to start re-wearing old wigs, like getting them washed and then reset. Because
Who's
right
not
now,
doing that?
currently
Oh.
me.
You throw
Well,
them away?
Once a month, I buy 2 new wigs and I wear them the whole month, and then I buy 2 more wigs. And it's June now, and I just told our guest, I said, it's time to get those pride wigs.
Where? But what do you have with you? Where are your old wigs?
In the garage.
But can't you just dip them all in water and soap?
But you have to then reset them, and I don't know how to do that.
You should get an intern. Now hold on a minute. You've got a lot to teach the youth.
In what way?
I think
I
you
could teach
have
them how to hold their alcohol.
life experience.
I could teach them how to do cocaine in a fun and safe way.
Okay.
And that's usually in a safe way.
I think we're talking about like how to organize, make drag, and like the skills needed. Because you know how to do that thing that you're talking about. Wash and reset all the wigs.
I do know how to wash
but
and
you're
reset,
not
but I don't know
gonna
how to
do it.
No, I don't know how to style it afterwards.
Okay.
So I've done before where I wash a wig, I re-straighten it, I curl it, but then when it comes time to like tease it and do all that business, I can't.
Well, you're an expert teaser. What do you mean?
I don't understand what you're saying to me, fatty.
Tease and bully.
Dipper thinks that I bully him. Is that true? Hey, chat, leave a 4 in the chat if you think that I'm a bully. Or leave a 4 in the chat if you think it's kind of fun what I'm up to.
Wait, that's the same. That'll have the same result.
Rice, leave a 5 in the chat if you think it's kind of fun what I'm up to.
It's gonna be 5s. It's gonna be 5s
Put a
across
whole-
the
just,
board.
Just put a hand like this.
Just put a hand like this. Which, if I ever did that to your face, which is what you did to me the other night,
When?
you put your hand in my face.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
When? Where?
Well, you were blacked out.
I at no point was blacked out at any of the events that we were at in Tokyo. I remember everything.
Do you?
No, that's what you did to the lady at the restaurant when
I
she said, "Do you want candy?" And you turned around on the stairs and you went, and the whole group was like, "That was rude." And you were like, "I was telling her no." And then you just walk away from the situation going, "I was not rude to that strange woman."
I said no, thank you.
in her face
I was
while she was offering him candy.
She was at the bottom of the
Oh
stairs.
yeah, but guess what? She's Japanese. She didn't speak a lick of English, so
No.
all she sees is these meaty little grabs coming at her face, and she's like, "Oh God, Godzilla is coming!"
She was at the bottom of the stairs, and I was on the landing. I was halfway up the stairs, and I was saying, "No need."
And you really stuck the landing of, "I'm rude."
I said, "No need to come up here. I'm okay. I don't need your candy."
But you know whose candy I do need?
All right.
Please welcome to the stage, friend of the pod, porn star. I'm using the word star.
What did I write?
And internet personality, it's Beau Butler.
Beau!
Hello. Oh, Beau,
How are
Hello, and
you?
welcome.
I'm good. I'm better now. I'm so gagged to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Well, I'm a big fan of you both. I
Thank you
just
so much.
take a second to you guys a little bit, but I think both of you have
your
done
favorite hand job.
Yes,
Hand job.
you're both so impressive to me because you've carved your own space in the queer world without having like a big conglomerate behind you, and it's really
And
impressive.
that's a large space for both of us that we've had to carve.
It's a double XL space.
Triple and quadruple in Japan.
Actually, it is 4X in Japan.
Oof.
And we went to the big boy bar
Oof.
to buy the merch shirts.
They fit me. 3X fits me. I don't want to get into a fight. I was going to wear it here today to prove to you, but I didn't want to get makeup on the neckline.
Those
Oh,
boys
okay.
are so cute. I'm so jealous.
Oh, yeah. We had so much fun there. But I definitely don't fit into any of those shirts.
I think you would have. What size are you?
Oh, a large. I'm a large.
Large.
Yeah, I'm a large.
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 Yeah, I'm a large.
Oh, a large.
Uh-huh.
So for those listening at home, we are going to talk about
Surge.
invasive. Well, maybe not invasive.
Non-invasive. Was it invasive? Were you invasive?
We're going to talk about surgery because Beau just had a
So.
bunch of procedures done and we wanted to get to the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the bottom of this bottom
Mm-hmm.
first.
Emphasis on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so can you tell us? You've been posting online.
Yes.
You've been sharing your story.
Yes.
Can you tell us all of the procedures that you just had done?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you the scoop from the beginning.
Okay.
So, do you want the long story?
Yes.
Okay.
We're here.
So,
You listen to the pod.
You
We
know-
like to gab.
okay, good.
Yap it up.
So I started working out like 7 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It
And
shows.
oh, thanks. But there was one area of my body that no matter what I did, I just wouldn't change. And
Yeah.
I did everything. I did Ozempic. I did steroid cycles that just made me like really puffy and all this stuff. And I said if my love handles don't go away, if I do steroids or Ozempic and I had this whole list, then I'm gonna bite the bullet and spend a fortune on liposuction. And so I was like, fine, we're doing it. Because I can't take it anymore. So
That's crazy because the big lipo, that's what I call it. The big,
Lipo.
the big sock really is something that kind of, it feels like because of the introduction of Ozempic and like other like cool sculpting and all that stuff, seems like it's kind of gone to the wayside.
I also just think it's so much more regular. It's like, oh, I'm going to get this and some lipo. Like, I feel like it used to be the marquee surgery, but now it's like, it's not that it's gone to the wayside. I feel like everyone is just like,
Oh, it's
doing
just like
it
casual. It's like the new Botox.
Yeah.
You're right, because I remember when it was first coming around, like Oprah would have specials on it and they would like
Just
show,
on lipo
just on
section.
lipo itself, and they would show the fat being pulled out and everything. And then remember when she walked out with a wheelbarrow of her own fat?
No.
It was, she had lipo?
She did, I think. And she like walked out with a wheelbarrow of the fat. She was like, "This was what was taken out of me."
So you bit the bullet.
Yeah, I bit the bullet and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And then I actually at the same time started making friends with this doctor in LA named Dr. Jason Emmer. He's one of us. And we were just like
Pervert.
Black.
Gay.
Oh,
And yeah, so we just like made friends and I mentioned to him like, oh yeah, I want to do this. And he was like, oh no, here's what we'll do. And then
That's a real friend.
as a real friend, he's like, no, here's what we'll do. And we did a few more places than I wanted to, But I took his advice. I was like, okay, let's just do it.
That's always tricky when you're like, I just need it here. And he's like, well, you actually need it here,
Yeah.
here,
Yeah,
here.
it's like it's usually
You're
like, don't try to upsell me. But if he's trying to fix my body, he's like, he's got a better view
Yeah.
than I do. I'd be like, go ahead,
100%.
take it from the lower back too.
And I was talking to one of my other friends who's like, just like a very well-known gay. And he's like, oh, Jason's a sculptor. So I was like, oh,
The Michelangelo.
It's always the ones you don't expect
yes,
who reveal their affinity for the arts.
100%. 100%. So I was like, oh, okay, mama. Fine.
So what all else did he do? So he took the love handles.
So he took the love handles, and then so I had gyno when I was like a teenager. I had really bad gyno.
Me too. I still have it.
Yeah.
But I just like guys play with them and call them tits.
I regret getting rid of it because I'm actually so into gyno now. If I see a guy has gyno,
Oh, you need to
Unzip
show.
this dress.
You need to. Show, you need to show him the photo of your friend.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I have a friend who's getting rid of him, and I'm gonna miss him.
I have a
That's all
friend
I'm
that's
gonna
getting
say.
it's the same too. I tried to tell him not to, but it's the same
Again,
as
it's
me.
the thing where I
You
was
can
like,
only
it's your
motorboat
body,
him
do
so
what you
many
want.
times.
Right. I know.
It's your body, do what you want, but I'm gonna miss them titties.
100%. Especially the puffy nipples. Oof.
Oof.
Okay, well, I don't suffer from.
Oh.
I mean, I don't have all that, sis.
Suffer, not suffer.
Yeah,
I
had like
changed it.
Puffy nips.
I had like really puffy big nips. So back when I was 20, they just took them off and put them back on, changed the size of them, and took the gyno out from under. But like we were saying earlier, I was 20 and I was like, okay, well, why don't you do some lipo while I'm under?
Yeah.
And then they just lipoed my pooch and they left a ton of scar tissue. Like a ton of scar tissue
inside.
under my skin.
So, and you could feel it.
It was covering up my real abs. So to go back, when I started working out, no matter what I did, I couldn't get abs either. Like visible. Do you know?
Yeah, you had the strength, but you couldn't. That's my issue. You can't see my abs.
Yeah.
They're
under
there.
there.
You let that go. Thank you, Meatball.
You're welcome.
Okay, keep going. Scar tissue.
Yeah, so then he was like, let's do like a revision there as well.
Revision.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, perfect. And then so it's crazy in the actual video. So he live streamed the entire thing. You can watch my entire thing on his Instagram if you want. So when they're sorting through the fat,
Sorting through. Sorry.
well, yeah,
I'm just hitting the trigger words for me. Okay, go on.
There's a sorting hat.
yeah. But so for a small,
Give me this man's number. I want some of this. I want him in here.
He's a
he's
sculptor.
amazing. He would
I want
love
him to
come on.
sculpt my love handles away and then put them in my butt.
Sure, he would love to. Yeah. Okay. So yes, and then
Wait, I want to know about the fat sorting.
Yeah, keep going.
back
Keep
there.
going. I'm
Which
sorry, I'm
one?
interrupting.
The fat sorting.
okay. So yeah. So
Good fats, bad fats,
Yeah.
avocados,
Trans fat.
trans fats.
well, they have to filter it before they can put it back in.
Oh, because you had some of it moved.
So they
then-
kind of just drop it through a Brita filter and see what happens.
Kinda.
Push
if
it.
you watch the video, you can see that he's pulling out fistulas, like little scar tissues, like one after another.
Microplastics?
Yeah, pretty much. The surgery was supposed to be done at like 8. I wasn't done until 11 o'clock at night. That's how long it took
Because you had so much scar tissue.
yeah.
And he was like, whoever that guy was really you up.
Yeah. It was,
That's crazy.
yeah.
So you should send that to the other guy.
This was like 15 years ago. It was the doctor my mom used for her boob job. So I thought it was a safe.
Big boob.
Big
I thought it was safe, but it wasn't. No. So then, so then that is all a price, and that's all a big price. But then for a small extra little price, they'll put it back in your ass. So I was like, why waste it?
Yeah, don't waste my fats. My
Don't
good fats.
waste it.
Yeah,
Why-
because you have good muscle in your butt. And so this way you can just add a little jiggle to it.
add a little jiggle in certain areas. Yeah, because I have like, you'll see in the video, he's showing my butt, but he's like, yeah, he has a very muscly, but we're just going to add a little bit here, a little bit there. But here's the gag. They said there was so much fat in my love handles, all of it didn't fit in my. They had extra.
That's crazy.
That's the gag.
Wow.
Yeah, and I thought I was fit.
It's so, I mean, you are fit. You were fit. You still are. You're the
It's
same
all-
guy. It's
well,
just the fat's
this-
been moved around.
We'll
Pretty
get-
But it's just so crazy to me that you can work out as much as you did and try so much other stuff. And just sometimes the body is like, nah, we're hanging on to it.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool about that is wherever they move the fat cells, the fat acts the same way. So now
Kinda
I'll
cunty.
basically my I'll never be able to lose that weight. Just
I
like
was
my
gonna
love
ask, like,
handles.
does it disappear if you were to
Oh.
like lose more weight or?
Yeah, my sister's dealing with that right now. She had a BBL and then she didn't like the way her face looked after she had to gain a bunch of weight. So she then is now slimmed down to make her face smaller and her kind of is disappearing a little bit.
I've seen people get a fat transfer BBL from like their stomach, and you'd think that they get like cunty body, but what ended up happening to these two separate people is that they just like filled up their butt, and then they just they still have hog body. Their bodies are still hog.
We need a sculptor,
They need to go see
Dr. Jason Emmer.
Dr. Jason Hammer and get that sculpting done. I
Um,
could name them too, and I would. Because honestly, your body look crazy.
Oh my God. Okay, say their
Is
names.
there? No, I won't.
No, say their names, and then we'll go to a break.
Is there a difference in skin texture now that the
Well,
fat
so
is there?
something else he specializes in, which is one of the other reasons I was like, okay, this is up my alley, is skin tightening plasma. So he puts like
You took your blood and spun it around.
no,
Oh.
maybe actually, I don't
That's how
know
you
what
get
it
the
is.
plasma.
That's how
Yeah,
you
I
get some
actually don't
plasma,
know
but you
what.
can get plasma from other people.
He basically puts like a hot poker under your skin and it tightens the. I don't know if this is true or not, but it is. It's a hot beam or something,
Beam.
and it tightens the skin to make sure that it's like super.
So
tight.
you're saying like if you took a bunch out here, it won't be loose because he's tightening it.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the
See,
goal.
when you were posting about your surgery, I guess I was only getting some of your stories because you were in like an airlock chamber, a
Yes.
pressurized.
I thought
thing.
you went to space with Katy Perry.
I literally was like, oh, he's planning on going to space. No, I thought that you're, because right now it's very common in the porn industry that all these boys' buttholes are exploding. So I thought
100%.
that was your problem.
Yeah, that's. Yes, everybody's having to get anal revisions.
Really?
Yes.
It's big right now.
Everybody, and they're getting like there's complications.
Is it because they're just doing too much fisting?
I don't know what. I think it starts with a hemorrhoid removal that spirals and goes wrong. Usually,
Get them
Leave 'em.
hemis- Leave the hemi.
Leave 'em.
They go away.
Give me something to move through to get to my goal. You know what I mean?
I still have never seen a real hemorrhoid in person.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have. You probably just thought it was like part of the butthole.
Nope. See? I think I would notice. I think I'd be like, this butthole looks different from every other butthole I've seen. I've only seen normie buttholes.
You've only seen just perfectly smooth buttholes.
Because sometimes it looks like, you know how they say balloon knot? Sometimes it looks like there was a little extra rubber, but it still looks normal, but there's a little something
on what part?
on the circle part of the butthole.
No.
The whole
I've
part.
only seen
That's crazy. I've seen so many
Me
butts
too.
with hemorrhoids on them.
Me too.
I mean, isn't a hemorrhoid just like hanging out?
No.
No.
It's like a bump. Sometimes it's a bump. Sometimes it hangs. A lot of them are internal.
Mm-hmm.
Rice.
Right. Listen, we're scientists and doctors. Let's take a little break, and we'll be right back after this.
Summer is here! More sun, more light, more time to do all things that make summer so special. And the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer, spending hours cooking inside your hot little kitchen.
And that's where Factor comes in. Factor has chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals, and they're ready in just 2 minutes, which takes all the hassle out of eating because you don't have to prep it or think about it.
Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat. Perfect for any lifestyle over summer and beyond.
With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals to fit your summer gains and goals. Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto.
And more. Enjoy more summer. Get Factor if you want all the flavor and none of the fuss. Listen, since we've been back from our trip, I have been doing nothing but Factor meals. My kitchen, never been cleaner. I love that I just get to run in, throw it in the microwave. It comes out. It's a perfectly portioned meal. The food is delicious. The sauces are so good. I'm in love with the pesto chicken.
And don't you love that you don't have to think about it? You're like, oh, I know I have a meal, like a full meal at home ready to go.
Yeah, there's no hassle of like, oh, let me run to the grocery store and do this. It's all ready to go. I don't have to order food. I've saved so much money. It's incredible.
Get started at factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50off. That's 50 off. And use code sloppyseconds50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
That's code sloppyseconds50off at factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50off for 50% off plus free shipping. factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off. Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you can earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. We're talking fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, and concert tickets and more.
Your favorite stores like Macy's, Kiehl's, Adidas, and go-to stores where you need things on the regular like Petco. They pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on part of that payment to its members as cash back.
Cash back is deposited directly into your PayPal account, or Rakuten can send you a check.
You can even maximize your savings by stacking cash back on top of other deals like store sales and coupons.
You're already shopping at your favorite store, so why not save while you're doing it? It's a no-brainer, and membership is free and easy to sign up.
Their list of stores that they work with is really long, and it's all like mainstream stores that we shop at regularly. You're already doing the shopping. It's just sort of a no-brainer to also sign up and get cash back, especially if you are a regular shopper. Like, how often are you buying pet supplies, Meatball?
Oh, like 2 or 3 times a month.
And boom, boom, pow.
And guess where? At Petco.
And guess who works with Petco?
Rakuten.
Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving.
Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cashback really adds up.
And we're back.
I'm back, baby.
Oh, yeah. This person is convalescing. Please don't get them ill. I want to bring up something because Meatball had expressed concern.
Yes, I had my anal glands expressed.
She had expressed concern in talking about this on the pod because she thinks there's going to be a lot of negative feedback because you are so traditionally handsome, good looking, are very fit, and then you chose to do this like additional cosmetic surgery.
You won't hear it from me. I'm happy for you.
You won't hear it from me.
You won't hear it from me, baby. I'm happy for people to do whatever they want to their body. But I think a lot of people are going to be like, why?
Let's talk about body dysmorphia. Let's talk about the gay community.
And also, you work in the adult industry, so it's kind of like...
I do.
No one comes for Jennifer Coolidge for getting a facelift that's so crazy that she doesn't look the same anymore.
Did she?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yes, but she looks great. It's just like she's crazy young.
If only everyone could go to where Kris Jenner went.
And like Kris Jenner,
that
everyone's
looks crazy.
congratulating her. But the minute you're like, oh, I want to get my body fixed, I'm sure there's going to be people being like, why would you do that?
Yes, which is why this is the first time so like you didn't really know what I had done on my stories.
Breaking the silence.
Yeah, I kept it like that because I wanted to sort of like...
You were showing the bruises and you were showing yourself in an air chamber.
Right. So like people
I said, don't take your phone in there. There's too much oxygen. It's going to explode.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
How do you feel about the negative comments or the feedback?
Well, so first of all,
Whores.
Literally.
First of all, whores.
First of all, everybody in adult film, every male, has getting something done. You know what I mean?
Thickening.
Yeah, something. Everybody gets something done.
Right? The hair, the teeth.
A lot of the times it's hair and teeth. And those are more common to post about because you have to if you want those for free in Turkey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so people,
brand deals.
Yeah, those are like brand deals that they shell out like left and right.
We were thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, honestly.
Why did we change our mind?
We haven't yet, but
we should do it.
The trick is to just not go for the whitest shade of white on the teeth.
Oh, I'm not doing teeth.
Oh.
I can't do
I would get teeth. I don't want my teeth.
Look at your teeth.
I don't want to
You
get
have
them
great
fixed.
teeth.
I
You
don't.
have- you have
No,
nice
I would get
teeth.
them bleached.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I don't think I could deal with being like, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
relearning
totally.
to speak.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It was like when I got braces and I had to like. That was tough enough to like relearn to talk and like be like, oh, your lips are gonna get cut up all the time.
Yeah.
What's it like living with a new butt? Is pooping different?
Wait,
Well,
what
how do you
about
hit the hole with a bidet?
What
Sorry.
about the question?
Sorry, I was sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll yes. So
So it has
basically,
poop different.
no, literally, no. Wait till you hear. I'll answer that one later. But yeah, there is going to be a lot of whatever. But basically, I could not get the fat off of my love handles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've done every workout 6 days a week. I always on a low carb diet. I'm Ozempic, steroids, everything, and it was just like it was never going anywhere.
Right.
And the rest was really just a revision, like of something I had done when I was 20, and really probably shouldn't have. If I had just hit the gym when I was 20, I probably could have had abs.
Oh, the pooch removal when you had your gyno taken.
Yes,
Got
that
it.
left a lot of scar tissue and basically made it really hard for me to have like any natural contour in my stomach.
So he carved the abs out for you?
No, so what he does is he like lipos the entire thing, but what he does is he'll go a little extra in between the abs to make sure that there's like shading.
That there's crevices.
Crevices. Yes,
Crevices.
exactly.
And you can feel that noticeably.
Yeah, I'm
Or you
still
can see it.
I'm still so swollen. So I'm supposed to be wearing my
This
pressure.
is swollen.
Well,
If
this
that's
is
swollen, what do we call that?
this is well bloat.
Well, but wait till
You're
you see.
supposed to be wearing your pressure garments.
Yeah, why aren't you wearing your faja?
Because I want it to look cute. I've looked
Do you have to
cute
put the board in?
Yeah, I do.
That's crazy.
I do. I actually have to sleep in a foam corset with the faja over it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't do that, and that's why they end up with hog body.
Yeah, it's very important.
Aftercare, sis.
Very important.
And how long is the aftercare process?
Well, so the first week was crazy. So it was, and I did all of that with Dr. Emmer. It was oxygen chamber, 5 days a week, which is supposed to push. Basically, like your body needs oxygen to heal. So when they put you in a really, really, really tight space with where to have the pressure go, and they fill it with oxygen, it pumps it to the cells better.
Mm.
That's oxygen therapy. Yeah, I didn't
Baby,
really
I'd be
know.
walking around with an oxygen tank on.
Well, it's different.
No, it's getting the oxygen to the blood
Yeah,
Sure.
true. Actually,
through your lungs.
Lungs through those breathing ones called the lungs.
Yeah.
yeah, they have
So
those
it's the
too.
same thing.
You could wear it while you're in there too.
Yeah.
But you're saying it feels like pressure.
Yeah, like your ears pop. It feels like you're going up in an airplane.
Oh, I would lose my mind. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Are you
I would-
claustrophobic?
So the first week was miserable because I had drainage tubes in my stomach, and I had 2 of them coming out up just above my and 1 on my butt crack.
Oh, they're going to
So-
hide the holes of the pubic hair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then I had to lay flat because I can't sit in there because of the fat grafting, and it just like ached. So it's for an hour. You're just on like a flat board and a thing. It was really claustrophobic.
And what did your husband do to help?
He was great. I'm a
Voice went up.
great.
Voice
He
went up.
was great.
I'm a lot. Like I'm sober for a reason. And I had to be on pain meds.
Ooh. Were you nervous about that?
Yeah, I was very nervous about that.
You off him?
Yes.
Got any extra?
I threw them away like the drama queen sober person I
Down
am.
the toilet.
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, literally. It's like a thing we do where it's like, I don't need these anymore. And you like, it's like a,
You toss them.
yeah, you toss them.
Could have made some money.
Yeah,
Put
I
a
know.
down
So
you
payment
don't
on the
care about
surge.
gay people.
I actually did message a few people seeing if they wanted them and nobody
You
got
messaged
back.
the
Everyone's
wrong-
sober now.
You messaged the wrong.
Yeah, I would have been like, and what's the address that I can be there in 5 minutes?
And
Yeah.
here's my Venmo. Addie's?
Addie?
Oh, well, yeah.
50 for
those.
5.
Yeah, people didn't want painkillers. I think they want Addies.
I love a painkiller. Painkiller with a 1 martini. Girl, you're good. You got the giggles.
They were good ones
And
too.
the squiggles. So, what you're sitting on a special cushion.
Yes.
You have to
I
wear
sniffed
that.
it.
You have to wear that foam
Yes.
corset.
Yes.
What other adjustments do you have to? Oh yeah, is pooping weird?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Are you like a potty trained cat where they just like perch on the rim?
hover. You have to hover. And so what the trick is to just lift the first toilet up, the main seat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just rest your thighs on the wide lid and perch.
That's when I'd be like, husband, come hold my
Oh, you gotta hold my
hands."
front.
Well, he had to change my diapers all week because I was bleeding from those holes, and he had to change the thing like every 2-3 hours. Yeah.
So intense.
That's so intense.
With a puppy potty pad in between in it, because to soak up most of it, and the diaper would get the rest, and you just have to constantly change it. You're just constantly pouring blood and fluid.
And how
And-
is it?
And was it worth it?
I don't know yet. It's only been 3 weeks.
Or
We'll
if you end up
see.
hog body.
Crazy.
We'll see.
But you're happy.
I love that you don't know yet. That is like the scariest thing. It's like when you get a nose job and they're like, it'll take 6 months for the tip to fall. So for a long time, you just don't know what you're gonna look
And
like.
isn't it true if you have a nose job, every time you fly, you have to like tape it up?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I think you're kind of supposed to, if it's fresh.
Wild.
So crazy.
I didn't know that.
But it is this. I mean,
Did you get a nose job?
No, this is my nose.
This is my nose.
This is my nose.
But I mean, it's people can do whatever they want with their bodies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How do you feel in general? Like we joke about it a lot, but you've never had any sort of procedure done.
No, I don't think. I mean, maybe in a couple of years, but
Why are you referencing like he's older than you? I don't think he is.
Okay, so maybe now. I should do it. No, maybe in a couple years.
Maybe when
but-
I'm 50.
Maybe when I'm 50.
What are
Maybe
you
in a
doing
couple
over
of
there?
years I'll do it, but like currently right now I just am like, nah. I don't see any purpose.
I
For
also-
me, as a fat person that is like fat and like part of my whole zhuzh is that I'm fat. I think it would be weird to get skinny all of a sudden.
Well, I do think it is interesting that
I would never phenobarbital it.
Or
Like
the
we-
cast of All Stars. Everybody's skinny now.
everybody's skinny now.
But
Even Ginger Minch.
Deja almost fucking died.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Ginger seems like, I don't know, she gives me like she did Ozempic vibes.
For sure.
Because it kind
She'll
of
give
came
you the
off
bounce back.
slow, and then like she's like I like her the size she is right now. She's still fat, but she's like small fat,
Mm-hmm.
Petite fat.
petite fat.
But you also
She
like
doesn't look like she snores anymore.
you no. Those some skinny boys really we saw in them woods. What do they say?
We saw men in the woods.
What do they say? Sawing. Like
don't know that
snoring sounds
one.
like sawing logs.
Sure, Grandpa.
Yeah, something logs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something
log.
logs.
Thank you.
It's that
love
one.
Thanks,
you.
Beau.
It's that
really
one.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good support.
Well, okay. My question is, how do you feel because you did win the award for the best bear performer at the AVN?
4 times. 4-time reigning
What
favorite
is
bear.
bear mean to you?
You know, you guys were there for this.
I know.
And as I walked by, I was a little gagged because at that time in my life, I was like, I told them, don't give me that award anymore. But now I kind of am like leaning into it. I'm like, fine. If it's because I just wanted another award show in Puerto Vallarta. I wasn't there, but I don't know what a bear means. And I've asked them. I've asked the AVN people. I've asked porn producers that would possibly vote on this award.
Yeah.
Got them all together. I said, what does a bear mean to you? Their exact answer, body hair. It's because I'm a porn star with body hair. That is the category that I fall into.
Right.
So even the brand I was exclusive for, Raging Stallion, would technically be a brand of bears.
Right. But look at the lineup and no.
I think
Bears-
we just mean bear in a different. I mean,
Well, that
words mean different things.
words
to different
mean
people.
different things to different people. And I think it's the whole we're also, the last 10 or 15 years in the porn world,
Mm.
it has become less about the unobtainable and more about just what's hot.
Absolutely.
Like with people
I
producing
prefer like the normal looking guys.
their own
Yeah.
content. Now you have like some of the biggest online creators are people who you wouldn't double take twice at in the street, but they make really hot content and they have like a really sexy hot energy, but a porn studio would never talk to them.
I love it.
And so that is also changing. I feel like we've had this conversation before where we're like, see a bear party promoted and you're like, those are muscle queens and they're all just gonna like do G and stand around and like jump
And
up
we
and down while they touch
Have
on each
to
other.
talk about the AI and the bear party promotion
Okay,
flyers.
talk
What
about
is that
it.
about?
Oh no.
Just pay an artist. The AI is getting insane. It's getting weird
no.
looking.
Yeah.
Not that.
Because then also people walk around looking, their only understanding of people is like what is unattainable or what
Yeah.
is not realistic.
Like show who's actually gonna be there. Like hire one of the go-go boys that you're gonna have dancing and have them
and
be
then
on the
take
flyer.
photos. Or do what Matt Barracuda has been doing for ages, which is have big photo shoots with a bunch of people from the community and just use those pictures. Use those pictures all over the place.
But anyway, I loved that award ceremony.
So fun.
I could not stop laughing. Remember the whole time I was just sitting in that chair.
Self-sucking twink.
What was the whole time? Self-sucking twink. What was it? Look it up. Look it up. I need to know it. Self-sucking twink.
I feel like the final word was it was like self twink something.
Do you ever get weirded out at those award shows?
Like in what way?
I don't know.
Like how?
I asked you.
This last year I was really relaxed because I didn't expect
You were on drugs?
No. But I
The
didn't
painkillers?
She's
I wish.
sober.
I didn't expect to win anything.
Really?
I literally was like, oh, this is like not my year. Like it was a slow year for me studio wise. I was like, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy my friends. So then I had the best time ever. And I actually ended up winning like 3 things, which was like a gag.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but every year before that, I'm like this, waiting to like hoping I win the one thing that I'm trying to win. And then I just get favorite bear.
Favorite bear. Well, so there's a bunch of different porn awards. There's the Gavians, there's the Grabbies. What are the other ones?
There's Gavians, Grabbies, there's the European Grabbies, which are different and so fun. There's
It's the same company? Or is it
no, it's not, but it's the same like
name?
Yeah. And then
Very original we as gay people.
And then there's like so many others that really just
fly under the radar, kind
The
of.
Bonies.
The Bonies, the Palm Springs Gay Porn Awards.
But okay, so the title that we're looking for
Okay, I can't wait.
is Self Twink is Packing Large.
That is not it.
That is it, because I'm literally looking at the 2024 Gavian Award winners. And
No, it was Self Twink Packing Me.
Well, what is listed? That's what you said.
It's a better title.
It is a better title.
We should go back and let them know.
Or even Packing is a better title.
Packing Heat is what I think I was running around saying.
But this is Packing Large.
And you know what? He was. And what's crazy is that
sounds like ESL.
Self Twink is Packing Large.
Well, based on a lot of the jokes at that award show, they could have been written by an ESL.
The Alec
person.
Mappa jokes.
So I didn't like that when he went up there to get that award, the Self Twink didn't even get to speak. It was the other guy that spoke for him.
Twinks don't talk.
They were both twinks.
The producers.
It wasn't. It was the other guy in the scene.
Oh, was it Spiky D? Was it that guy?
No, it was
Spiky D and Joey Mills.
Oh, yeah.
It was Joey Mills that was the one who was talking too much. And Spiky D is the Self Twink. I know these things to be true.
Yeah. Well, because Joey's a star, honey.
You're a star. She is single now.
I don't know anything about what anyone's talking about.
Why weren't you guys there last year? I was really bummed.
I think he was busy.
Yeah, or we were trying to talk to our friend to get us the paid gig. Because last time we decided we would just go and work the red carpet and make our own content. But we were like, hey, our stuff is funnier than any of the other stuff you guys are producing. But they didn't hire us. We'll try again for next year.
Good luck getting paid
Well, maybe they saw 2 actual bears and they were like, not enough room in the room.
Okay, well now we're getting back to it because I love you.
Hey,
we're
quit
friends.
slapping the table at
We
him.
are.
I love
We're
him.
great.
We are.
He's doing great.
But I feel like it's crazy that they
the
like
one I
that
grab
you
already has a bite.
that you win bear
the only
awards because to me I categorize you as like a muscle queen or a jock.
Baby,
queen.
Baby, I think it's crazy too. I was literally 20 pounds lighter the first time
Yeah,
I
it's
won
such a gag.
I was 20 pounds lighter before I did my first steroid cycle. Was the first year I won favorite bear, and I was like,
You're like, duh.
I was like, wait, and it kind of gave me a little of a complex because I always thought
You said I gotta get lipo.
girl. I always thought
You eat the donut. This is
Love that.
Clamp.
You ever had Krispy Kreme?
Are they crispy?
Was it crispy? These ones are.
Yeah, they're just from Ralph's. They were a prop, but they're delicious. Yeah, no, I'm gagged too, and the internet lets me have it every time. Every time. I don't even post about it anymore, even though I am proud of it because it is nice to have the fans vote for me.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't post about it because every time I do, the internet gathers me.
Well, and the bear community really loves to be online.
They really do, especially
well, because once they hook up to
They
their
love a
CPAP
villain.
machine, they can't really go anywhere. I don't have one. So I can still make jokes about it.
I need one.
Me too, probably.
Wrapped up in that foam corset, CPAP on, diapers locked in, sleep on your stomach for the BBL.
Puppy pads.
Puppy
underneath all of
pads.
it.
Wondering why my husband doesn't want to me anymore.
You're like one of those British TikTok girlies who wake up and take 12 layers of tape off of their face to reveal their their true self underneath.
Absolutely.
But I do think it plays into the thing that has always been, right? Which is like the mainstream representation is one thing. Oh, you want gay people on TV? Well, we're going to get a straight person to play the leading gay role and then the other support, like with Will and Grace or whatever.
Yes.
Or, oh, like
Eric McCormick.
We're going to put palatable versions of lesbians on TV.
Yes.
And, they only look like super femme, runway models. That's the only way we can do that.
So true.
And so the trickle down of it is like we mirror it back in our own community.
We do.
And we're like, you're the bear, not, some
But
chubby
also
person
people
who
have to
can't
understand
bend
it's like
over
you're
and tie
not
their
applying
shoes.
to be bear.
Right.
No.
It's like they're labeling it for you and then you win it. So
Do you want to hear the gag too?
you should walk up there next time and be like, thank you so much, but we need to include real chubbos in this.
Ooh, chaperone it.
Well,
And the
And
acceptance
then
speech.
throw it on the ground and then
Bring
sit
a
on
bunch
it.
of
Sit
fat
on the
guys with
award.
you.
Well, you know what they did this last year? Because the year before, remember, I was like, oh, I don't identify as a bear.
Uh-huh.
But I appreciate this award. Da, 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 da.
So you did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you online idiot.
No, that's what I said. I was like, I don't really identify as a bear, but I appreciate this
Because he only
award.
likes twinks.
You know, I don't know. But I appreciate this, and I'll add it to my shelf. But then
That's like you
That's
with the
very
precinct
me at the
awards.
precinct award's like, oh, thanks. I
I'll add
deserved
it to
it,
myself.
but I'll add it to the
Okay,
show.
and then
yeah, and then but then this last year, because we know everybody that runs it,
sure.
so they just didn't announce it, and they just handed it to me backstage, like, you won favorite bear again. So I didn't even go on stage. They didn't even
They
put
were
it up.
afraid. They were afraid.
I told them, I was like, don't do that again. Like, I'll graciously accept it if I win next year, which I probably will. I'll
And I hope you
graciously.
do. And we'll be right there next to you.
What's
going,
crazy is
One
there
of us.
one
One
of
of us.
eating the Krispy Kreme donuts.
Please.
There
Which
is
one of
bear
these was on
porn to
someone's
nominate.
dick?
What are they doing?
Which one of these was on someone's I want to.
No, none of them were on. One of them was just a prop for a minute. Somebody had to take
One
a
of
bite.
them.
One of
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to take a break and then we're going to talk about this content.